Hi, I'm Jack Kermawi. I'm a British Jordanian life coach based here in London. My life mission is to empower those who are broken by the world, like I once was, and those who want more out of life and what it can offer. Today, I want to share with you a story and how it allowed me to arrive at 3 principles that allow me and will enable you to get anything you want in life, both externally and internally. When I was 6, my family broke apart. And when I was 17, I was beaten and tortured in prison by my government in Jordan for political and religious reasons. What's worse though, is that I had 7 attempts at my life by the age of 17 as well. And what's worse still, is that those attempts were at the hands of my own parents. This, you can imagine, had really left me broken to pieces. I was depressed, I was anxious, I was afraid of the world and the people in it. However, I decided I really want to live. Sometimes we live because we have no choice. So what I did is that I went and decided to make money and build a life that I want and that would make me happy. So I just went and worked hard, studied hard. I would sometimes, of course, many times actually, I would be broken. I would hide back in my own bed, in my own bedroom, and then try to fight again, pull myself together, and then go after it again. Over and again. And that was my life until I made my first million. And then I realized that I wasn't happy. I had everything I wanted in life, but I was not happy. It did not make sense to have everything externally, but internally to have myself lost. And therefore, this is when I learned the lesson. What do you gain if you win the world and lose yourself? What I want to share with you today is that in order for anyone to have what they want in life and be happy, they need to first learn what they really want. And for that to happen, we have to get in touch with the self, because the self knows. So in other words, we really have to build a relationship with that person within. And in order to get in touch with that self, we need to love that self. Unfortunately, this is much easier said than done. We often, as we grow up, we suppress that self because we cannot bear the trauma and the pain that is suffering. So we push it down and we try to kind of go on life in autopilot. But this does not work. It can only allow us to survive. But surviving and living, as you know, are very, very different things. So, in order to really get in touch with that self, we really must honor it. We really must get to know it and love it, like we would love a child, or a lover, or even a best friend. I'll share with you later why this is relevant after I share with you the 3 steps. The 3 steps are what is known as the RPM method. R stands for result. In order for us to achieve anything, what most people go and do is that they have a fleeting feeling and they try to go and do and try to figure out how to achieve something even before they know what it is. So in order to start, number 1, know your result, know your outcome. What is it like? Know it in detail without worrying about the how. Just think about what is it that you really want. There's a really amazing, liberating feeling when you actually go immediately and think about the outcome instead of starting with the how, when you don't even know where you're going. In order for us to know our direction in life, we must first learn about our destination. So the first step is R, result. We clarified. The second one is P for purpose. Purpose, in other words, is the why. Why do we want that result? Why is it so important? Why is it so bad if we don't get that result? The why is our fuel. And the third step is the M for map. Map are all the creative ways that we can list on paper that will allow us to get from where we are to where we want to go. Now, what I advise you to do is list as many as you can. You don't have to do them all at all. What we will do afterwards is that we're going to take 20% of those steps that will allow us to achieve 80% of the outcome that we want. The way it connects is because when we try to achieve things in life, and you very, very well know that by now, is that blocks will always appear, almost always appear. And these blocks are most of the time internal. These blocks are programs and perceptions about our own ability, about our own worthiness of the desired result that we want. They're also about how we perceive the relationship with the world and how the world reacts and responds to what we want and to our efforts getting there. As you update your programming and the operating system with the aforementioned self-love, you really start to get to know that self within you. You'll start to discover your abilities. You'll start to just learn more and more about yourself and what makes you really happy in life. And also, you'll start to love yourself in a different way. You'll start to really believe in yourself, and you'll start to invest in yourself so that you become happy instead of investing in the world and hoping that people, relationships, friends, or external things will somehow pay you back for that investment and give you happiness back. So here's a bonus step for you. And this is what I did. I did not heal and grow by myself. What I did is I found a guide that could help me achieve what I want in the fraction of the resources, of the time, of the effort that was required. I did not do that from the beginning. That's why for a long time I was just hitting blindly and trying this and trying that, and trying this. Sometimes it worked for a bit and sometimes it didn't. But finding a guide, when I discovered that secret, finally things had opened up for me. They didn't all become magic in a second, but I had at least a path. I knew someone who achieved it before. I knew someone who could guide me and tell me, okay, this is 1, 2, and 3, and enabled me to discover my own power to achieving these things. So invest in yourself. Pick a guide that could help you. It doesn't have to be me. Pick a guide that you trust, that you know cares for you, and have that person guide you. If you want to try me out, please click on the link below and let's meet and chat. And if it's a match, we swipe right, ching, and then we will work together. I want to thank you for your time today. And as a thank you, when you register below, my team will send you a freebie. It's a wheel of life that will enable you to have optics about where your life is and the different aspects of your life is today. I look forward to meeting you and empowering you to live the fulfilled life you truly, truly deserve. Click below and schedule a session today, for tomorrow never comes. Until then, see you soon.